Hello, my people. Welcome. Lucy B here. If it is your first time, this lady here, she's called Lucy B. Okay, my people, we have a big question to ask today. So, how can brain drain benefit Africa? Yes. First of all, what is brain drain? I know many people know about brain drain, but to somebody who may not understand brain drain, I'm going to just define it in a simple way. It means the immigration of a highly skilled or educated individual from their country to another country, normally to more developed country, or where job opportunity is high with higher salary and improved living condition. As a result of that, highly skilled professional leave their home country, but sometimes also the low skill, for example of recently the UK asked for low skill labor, people who could come and work as a care worker. But now when you come to that, so when you come to both highly skilled and maybe low skill, now in that case, now you will generally call them as labor migration. So because of the brain drain, normally the home country, they suffer from or they lose the human capital. So as a result, the home country now loses the skilled workers. There will become shortage of skilled worker, maybe, let me put it like that. As a result, there will be a reduced innovation, and economic for that home country also will decline. This will also contribute to a very high unemployment to that home country. You know, the home country where the highly skilled professional, they leave their home country and move to another developed country where maybe there is more highly paid work and maybe there is more improved living condition, and because of that now they live a gap in their home country. So because of that, there's gonna be high unemployment, and also the people that will be affected mostly the youth, because now the highly skilled people, they have left their home country, so there's nobody now to provide job for the youth. There's nobody to provide their home country, so the home country suffers a lot. Also the very home country will suffer from lower tax revenue. As such, that will bring also cut to public services health and education. When you look around, if you come from Africa, I don't know about your country, like my country, you find that health is really very bad. The hospital is very, very poorly, and education is very expensive. That you find that many family live just they just live to pay school fees, and yet when in the end, even when their children might be graduate, there's no job for them. So that is what the brain drain can bring to the home country. So as such, it really impact the quality of life of the remaining citizen, the people that remain in that home country. It really impact them because of that, it lowers economic growth for that home country. So like I said earlier, how can brain drain benefit the country, especially African country? How can the people in the diaspora, people who are from Africa, who have moved to the diaspora, who are in the diaspora, how can we benefit the African country? Okay, first of all, I know that each of us in the diaspora, we are all contributing in a way to our government back home by maybe supporting our family. That's number one. For example, you pay school fees, you pay for their health, you pay for you. Or some of us even maybe give business to our family members, which is that also we are contributing. But is that enough? That's the question. Is that really enough? That's why today we really need to discuss this, because for me, there are times when you think you know something, but when you don't know, you just feel it's obvious. For example, I'll give you sometimes when you're earning a lot of money, at that point you are not gonna think of anything. Yes, you are not gonna. Your brain is not gonna tell you you have now a lot of money, do ABC. You are not gonna think, even though it looks obvious, it's a common sense. Sometimes common sense will disappear. So until when that money disappear, then you say, oh my God, I wish I'd used this money to start this project. I wish I'd bought land. I wish I've done that. I wish I've done ABC. So when you have something, you don't realize it's the same thing now. You may say, why, Lucy B, why are you trying to remind? We know this thing. Sometimes you may know, but you can't even think of it. So that's why I'm asking, as we diaspora, how can we benefit? If you're from Africa, how can we benefit Africa? Yes, you give your family, like I said before, you educate them, you support them, money, what, yeah, you contribute. That's not enough. So today I want to tell you that apart from your family members, what else can you do in the community? Say you are a nurse, you are a doctor. What can you do to your community? First of all, let me remind you, you left your country and you moved to a developed country. But remember, your country educated you. Let me say that. They educated you. You need to give back to them. What can you give back? You've come to this developed country and you're a nurse, you're a doctor. Apart from your family, you can do something. You can either open a clinic. If you're a doctor, if you can afford, open a clinic that will help the community for free. Or if you have to charge a small. Because once you left your country, the hospital, the health care in that country is affected. That's why you find the health care in Africa is very expensive. To the few doctors who are there, when they go to the government hospital, they don't really do much. Most of them, they will treat patients and then they will direct those patients to their clinic. And when the patient go to their clinic, the kind of drug they'll get there, they are very expensive. But if you've been, let's say you've been in America or UK or in other Western world, you've already worked and you've already got some money. You can open a small hospital in your clinic, in your community. That can help people for free. Or you charge might be a bit lower, not like the way those private are already charging. That is one way. You are a midwife. You can open a clinic because if you come from Africa, you will understand what I'm talking about. You find that sometimes in the villages, there are women, they are the elderly or they are experienced. They just women don't go to hospital. They just deliver from home. But sometimes where they're delivering, sometimes it can put risk to the unborn child and to the mother. So what you can do, you can just open a clinic where something then you supply a few beds, a few things that can sterilize stuff, just a few things that can make it better than the way the local aunties or the local granny or the local experience are doing. Yes, that will be good. You're a teacher. You go, and when you go for holiday or sometime when you go there, even on virtual, you can just teach your local people. With your you have that specialist, teach them. First go and see what they do. Even the midwives, see what they are doing right and wrong. And then the wrong one, you correct them, you teach them more. You just go occasionally, or you can even just do virtually. You are a lecturer in the Western world. When you go for holiday or you go sometime or even virtually, help and sometime go and teach in the lecture in the university. Help, teach them. Go and teach. We can all contribute to something. We can mentor. You can lecture in various universities. Give back. Africa taught us. We just have to give back. Join research project. Bring your international knowledge. Counseling. Go and visit those counseling departments. Just go and see what is missing there. For example, the midwife. See what is missing in that community. And if it is maybe one machine or something, provide it if you can. If not, look for it. Sponsor students. You can provide scholarship or support students financially. Support local nurses and medical students. Support them. Or you can just pick a student and sponsor in the diaspora. So what am I saying? If you're a diaspora, you need to do something. When you go, you're supporting your family. Good. But also support the community. You're a teacher. Go and open a school if you can afford. If you can, go to some school. Sometimes when you go home, like now Christmas, I know most of you are going to Africa. You're going for holiday. What are you taking? Take some textbook to the school. Go and pick 1 or 2, 5, if you can, 1 or 10 children and sponsor them. You can sponsor even for 1 year or whatever. It doesn't even for a term. That will make a difference. It will give the parent some break. You can do anything. We have to give back. Africa educated us. We have to give back. It's really something that we need to give back in Africa is education and healthcare. Healthcare is so bad in Africa because all our nurses and doctors have left Africa. So if you're a doctor, you're a nurse, if you're listening this, you need to do something. You need to really do something in your country. You're a teacher, do something. In fact, anybody has to do something. Whether you are highly skilled or not highly skilled, you can do something. Like I say, even charity, you can just go and visit the orphanage. Take them even 1 bag of rice or 10 bags of rice. Take bed, take blanket, take something. Do something in your community. We have to give back. If you are an African in the diaspora, you have to give back. You cannot say, oh, I don't earn a lot of money. If you don't earn a lot of money, how about those clothes that you don't wear them? How about your old clothes from your children? There are some children out there who may need them. We have to do something. We have to give back. Brain drain and then brain gain. Let Africa get the brain gain. You cannot just cheat from Africa like that. You have to give back to Africa in any way. There is no any African diaspora that will tell me, oh, I'm too broke. Yes, if you're too broke, you can do something. Like I said, you can give your old clothes, you can give your old shoes, you can give your advice. What your specialist? What are you doing in the diaspora? What have you learned from the diaspora? Go and provide that specialist that you have. Educate. Let's give back. If all of us could give I really want to thank, at this point I want to thank all people who, when you look at, this YouTuber in Africa, what have you seen? There are YouTuber in Africa, some of them are doing great job. They are giving. They can go out there and give to the innocent people. They can give to the poor. So you are in the diaspora. What is your excuse? Please, African diaspora. If you are an African American moving to Africa, you've been in for the rest of your life. You were born in America or even in the UK. Now you've got a land in Africa. What are you going to do to your community? What have you learned in America? What is that thing you're specialized in? Give it back to Africa freely. Teach them, educate them. There is no excuse in this. We all have to give something back to Africa. We cannot let Africa, motherland, educate us and then we steal from them and then we don't give up. We all have to give back. There's no excuses. You can give textbooks. You can give back your old clothes. You can educate. You can mentor. You can support financially. Go to the hospital. If you love teaching, go to school. Provide books. I was ashamed when I saw one African man went to visit one of the school. Empty-handed. He did not even take pencil. Not even a mere books. That is wickedness. You've been in USA for many times. You went to a school to visit your brother's school. You could not take even a mere pencil to children. You could not take even textbook, which you can even get from charity shop. We all have to do something. We also have to give back to Africa. We have to give to our motherland. People I don't want to hear, there's no excuses. You cannot say, oh, because I don't have money. No, there's something small you can give. We all can give something. We all can. If all of us can give, if somebody like Mr. Beast can go and give water, so how about you? What can you give? Mr. Beast is not from Africa. How about you and many others? We African diaspora, we have no excuses. You have to give something. We have to give back. You cannot let motherland Africa teach you, educate you to that standard. You move abroad and you don't give back. No. You have to give back. Either educate the community, build a clinic, build a school, maybe water, provide any information, provide clothes, provide shoes, all shoes, books. Open a library, provide even food, just breakfast. Some children go to school, they don't have breakfast. You can just set a place where children can just, before they go to school, they can come to your center and have that breakfast, lunch. We all can give back. I just hope this one will touch somebody. I just hope we Africa need to change. Let's build Africa. Let's make Africa great again. Africa is a rich country, but you are depriving Africa by moving away from Africa and not giving back. We all have to give back. We can also advise our government. We can do so many things. Politically, we can do so many things. Thank you.